Yeah.
Drop a toy and you see those ripples?
Sure.
Those
the
ripples,
clouds can do the same thing?
Same thing.
Wow.
That's right.
I learned something today.
See? But it's those ripples that help create storms. And so we've got a lot of factors coming in together, but we also have some factors that are limiting our storm threats overall. Right now you see a lot of clouds over Arkansas and Oklahoma. That has really reduced how much energy we can get from the ground and the surface. But upper level atmosphere, we've got a couple of those ripples giving us that energy. We've also got this jet stream. Those are those white arrows. The jet stream is what carries storm systems. Notice how this low pressure is following that jet stream too. We've got 3 more storm systems just this week. We've got this one tonight. We've got another one Wednesday, and then one right after that for Thursday, and then another for this weekend. But let's start with tonight. We've got this low pressure coming on in. That's going to give us heavy rain by about midnight tonight, and just after midnight, we've got that storm threat. So be on the lookout. You may hear some rumbles of thunder late tonight, some good downpours moving in. I think heavy rain's probably our primary threat. As you're waking up tomorrow morning, there's still likely to be some rain out there, but we'll wind things down. We should be dry by the afternoon. We may not shake off all the clouds though. But then that next storm system comes in Wednesday. One Wednesday, one Thursday, kind of blended together. But we've got ice coming in, especially for northwest Arkansas. The River Valley, it's going to be a mix between a very cold rain and some ice. The farther north you live in the River Valley, north of I-40, you got a higher chance. South of I-40, a lot of us may just get some rain, and then as we wrap this thing up, we could get a stray flurry, but that's really not going to be much of an impact, I think, for us. It's crazy to think that we've got ice in the forecast, right? I mean, we're sitting in the 60s. It's 69 in Fort Smith. Been a great day in northwest Arkansas. Of course, it kind of feels chilly with those clouds, but we're still sitting in the 60s. Lots of 66s from Springdale to Elm Springs, 66 in Bentonville, and throughout the River Valley, anywhere between 60. We're a little bit cooler right now in Johnson County, to 68 next to Kavanaugh Hill. But what's going to happen is we're going to get these storms coming in tonight. Good downpours, maybe a few pockets of hail and gusty winds. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, but the threat is low. But once those storms push on out, we're going to have cooler air coming in for the rest of your Tuesday, setting up that base for the chance of maybe ice by Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll have about 24 hours of temperatures near or below freezing for some of us, helping to cool down those surfaces like roads, bridges, and overpasses. Let's talk about the next 12 hours first. Right now, we're still sitting in the 60s, but notice tonight those rain chances go up. We've got some thunderstorms coming up after midnight to about 4. And then some scattered downpours for the rest of the morning. In the River Valley, more of those storms coming in around midnight too. So be weather aware. They're going to be coming in from the west and from Oklahoma, crossing the state line close to midnight or so. But there's going to be a lot of heavy rain. We've got a flood watch in effect pretty much area wide. Some of these cells could try to drop 1 to 2 inches of water. It's a lot in just one night. But then we'll have to be on the lookout for some gusty winds and some hail, but this will all push out. So by tomorrow morning, the severe threat's over, but we may still have some of these pockets of rain. And then everything clears out, and then we've got to talk about the next storm system. But overall, low tornado threat, hail threat, higher wind, and flash flooding threat overnight tonight. We'll keep you posted. Then next week happens. Or this week, I should say, Wednesday, Thursday, we've got ice threats on the way. And look at that bullseye coming right into eastern Oklahoma and into northwest Arkansas, where we could try to pick up around a ½ inch of ice, maybe less, 1/10 of an inch of ice in the River Valley. Compared to other storms, 2009 we had 1.5 inches, so it's not going to be nearly as bad as that, but we could have some scattered power outages. The ice is going to be a lot less in the River Valley. There could be an isolated power outage, but I think a lot of us are going to get rain. Snow, not this system, not for us. Mainly, it's just ice. Here's a look at Futurecast. The ice will come in Wednesday afternoon and just hold on, and then another wave coming in early for Thursday morning. That pink color showing the ice, that green showing you the rain. And I think in northwest Arkansas, we've got the highest chance of getting some of that ice. That's why we have that weather alert for Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be harder for the River Valley. Here in the River Valley, those mountains are going to block some of the coldest air, so we may not get as much ice. There could be a little bit. But I tell you what, it's going to be a cold, nasty rain coming in Wednesday, Thursday.
We'll fine-tune more of that as it gets closer.
For sure.
All right, Matt, thanks.
Well, still ahead here on your 5 News at 5, the world's biggest